Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks for being here. I'm here for the lovely Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. Everyone's welcome. We'll use tarot cards, oracle cards, and I'll share channeled messages as I receive them. So, Libra, right away, I am getting this like waiting for an answer and some things maybe not being exactly as they seem and needing some clarity. That's one reason I wanted to do this reading. I'm actually doing this reading at night. I don't normally do them, but I felt very called to do this. So maybe this is going to be a reading that someone finds just in time, like the perfect time. So this reading could pertain to any area of your life: career, love, money, projects, prosperity, all the stuff, relationships. Yeah. So I'll keep my crystal ball out, just in case we get more messages. But let's go ahead and get some oracle cards, Libra. What is this about? It's like a point of, really, I get sort of a decision point, but I'm getting something like it's almost like you don't have all the information you need in order to make the decision. So you could feel a little bit trapped in some way, even. Or it's like at this point, it feels like you just want to know either way. So let's see what this is all about. Hand of Fate. Oh, wow. Okay. So this might help some of you. It says, everything is happening for a reason except the things to which fate binds you. Wow. It's a big message right off the top. What else do we have? For the lovely Libra Collective. Metamorphosis. So you're changing something. I mean, it's obvious, but we're gonna dig way into this and see exactly what it means. It says your inner self is being renewed day by day, so new and better ways can come forth. It's like, this is why it has to be this way. But what else do we have? Blessed ideas. So allow your ideas to come to fruition, and they will bring many blessings. Blessed. Blessed or blessed. What else? Delicate rose. And I'm hearing a train here, actually. So that could mean something. Oh, what's this? Rebellion. Oh, okay. So I wasn't going to get to. Oh, there it is. Unrevealed secrets, stag spirit. Okay. We got to get into all this. I'll just, the ones I saw, I will share with you. So we have delicate rose. So be willing to honestly say what you feel, no matter how terrifying it may seem. You may be needing to just lay it all out on the line with someone, or, just, it's kind of like, I'm getting like you have this energy where it's like you were asked to kind of be the dependable one, but then maybe not getting that in return, or it's like a hurry up and wait kind of energy. There's that. Getting a lot here. So the first thing I saw was rebellion with Aquarius. So think outside the box here with Aquarius energy. And this is, think outside the box and stretch the boundaries of what could be. All right. So I just feel things are not what they seem. And here we have unrevealed secrets. So we're going to get all into this, because this is what was coming to me before the reading. Unrevealed secrets. And what's happening on the surface is not what you'll see if you dive deeper. All right. And stag spirit. Oh no, first I saw a koi fish spirit. So you're manifesting more love, prosperity, and wealth. But again, something is not, I'm getting this sort of untapped potential or an untapped resource. That could be, I'm getting the name Cindy as well right now. So this is stag spirit, and it says you are meant for great things. Trust in all you have to offer. Don't just accept whatever comes along, Libra. I'm really feeling that strongly. I'm also getting a connection to horses. Now, horses can have to do with your freedom, your movement, your own strength and power, right? And think about how agile horses are, yet they're so big, right? I mean, it's like kind of having to blend both, like exert your power, but do it in sort of a graceful manner. It's like delicate rose here, but yet it's like a stag spirit with delicate rose. That's what, they're together there. All right, let's see what we have. We'll use the Dark Mansion Tarot. All the decks I use are usually listed down below, unless I don't have a name for it, such as this deck. by Maruka X. Yeah, so you'd have to go to their website to see which one that is, but I wish they'd put the names on all of them, but that's okay. All right. I think they try to now, but this was an older one maybe. All right. Oh, Libra. We have the Empress. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. All right. This is awesome. So by not just accepting the first thing that comes along or anything that feels not awesome, I don't know, it's like you're not settling for less than best. Okay, so by not doing that, you're opening yourself up to way more fertility here. And it's because you're thinking outside the box here. You're pushing boundaries. Maybe you're pushing back on someone maybe who's trying to who's not honoring a boundary that you're needing to set or that you have set. What else do we have, please? Libra, Libra. Oh, King of Pentacles. There we go. So somebody possibly is holding resources back. I am feeling that off this card. That's part of that unrevealed secrets. It's like you're trying to make a change maybe and making progress, but there's like something in the environment. Both of these cards can have to do with your environment, but it's like something, I mean, these two can work very well together, right? They can work really well together. They could really create quite a life together, or quite a business, you know. They're both really, really in their power, right? The Empress, you know, she's all connected to all the resources, but then I feel like you have there's sort of this one area or this one person even that's just sort of having more control over just maybe one particular part. Let's just see if we're all, it's almost like not everyone's on the same page or something. Let's see, what else do we have here? Don't be afraid to show your stuff, okay? Show your stuff, strut your stuff. What is that all about? It's like something's going to be there. I'm getting sort of like levels of things. There are many, or maybe there's like a lot of hoops you're having to jump through or something like that. And it brings me back to horses, right? Like having to jump. Yeah, make the jumps. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. Libra, these are all great cards as far as wish fulfillment and making things, you know, your dreams come true. So I'm going back to that, you know, allowing your ideas to come to fruition, because that could bring in a lot of blessings. That could really help you in any area of your life. You know, this is what's clarifying koi fish spirit here with manifesting more love, prosperity, wealth into your life. I'm even getting good health off of this. Something could look really like appetizing at first, and then let me just see. I almost get like a mismatch. Two of Wands. It wasn't really in the plan. This wasn't in the cards or something. I don't know. It's like you're almost, I'm getting like you're meant for more than what was put out there, or like you shouldn't really have to feel like you're, you know, walking a tightrope as you're planning next steps here. There's some sort of challenge here with this. Tell me more. I want a clarifier, please. Six of Swords. Okay. We can't be afraid to free ourselves here and move forward here. It's like, let's not, we don't want to not do something because we don't want to upset the, what is it, apple cart? Pick a fruit. I don't know. The orange cart. No, I don't know. Apple cart. Anyway, so yeah, Six of Swords, you know, moving on to better something that just feels more steady. Let me see though, because the thing is the Empress and the King of Pentacles, those are really good providers. You know, they know how to invest, they know how to get things started and all that, but I almost get that like something's not being shared. Tell us more. Knight of Pentacles, the offer, it's just not big enough. It's just not, you know, I mean, yeah, it's not gonna, I feel like it just doesn't cut it. And a lot of the times, it's like, oh, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, that can be like a really good offer, but not when you're coming from Empress and Kings to then go to Knight. I just keep, yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough because you've worked too hard here. So maybe, yeah, there's been some, you've been patient long enough, and there's the Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I don't like going from Empress to King to Knight to Page. It's kind of, I feel like if you were to do something, you'd kind of be setting yourself back. But I also feel that you don't have all the information you need, because this is what's coming in. Like, you're trying to make a change here, and changing from the inside out is coming in. But yeah, again, there's something here that's unrevealed, and we need to get to the bottom of it. This Page of Swords tries to come in, and the thing is that it's almost like you would need more resources to really like fight this. I don't know, in order to win this battle, it seems. Let's see if that's actually even true. No, there's still something to celebrate. You're still, actively calling it in. I just get kind of feeling sort of left out. I don't know how else to put it. It's just sort of like, because I'm kind of getting like Five of Pentacles energy. And I get this thing about like, what's something happening again, just kind of being bored with options too. Even I don't see the Four of Cups, but I'm still getting that energy here. It's sort of like somebody being feeling as though they're sort of on the outskirts, or on the like not in the know for everything. They don't have all the information. What else do we have? Yeah, they have to be willing to put in the effort too, though, Libra. With the Hanged Man here, there's some major delay here. Yeah, it's almost like having to accept that fate stepped in, and just like kind of coming to terms with that. Let me see if I'm getting anything here. I'm hearing the word employment. Now I'm getting almost like, I don't know if you were planning on trying to go back to something or going back somewhere. Let's get advice on that. Tell us more. I mean, there's something here about boundaries, and then I'm kind of seeing a little bit of conflict. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So I'm just kind of, but then I'm getting, it's kind of a being above that. So that's great. But okay, and now I'm seeing a tulip. So that's, I'm not sure what tulip is, but it's sort of like being very careful of how you're handling a certain situation, but not because you're afraid to rock the boat, because I feel like those days are over, or at least that's the advice here. It's more like just for your own well-being. It's sort of like not having the energy to like, really, that's why I feel it's almost like being too tired to argue is what it feels like. So getting this new perspective, it's like having that wisdom. You sensed something was off from the very beginning. You knew it. You called it. You knew it. And then it's like, I'm almost getting this sort of, follow your gut. Because if you don't, I just don't see, I don't think that would, I don't think that would be wise at this point. I feel like because the Empress, they too have, we don't talk about it a lot, but the Empress is extremely intuitive. She's got all the energy too of all four queens. I mean, she's got it going on. She's got it all going on here. I'm getting this energy of like needing to kind of feel things out too, like sensing something's off. Something feels off. Yeah, there's that Ten of Swords. Oh, yeah. No, this is why I felt like I had to do this reading. There's something going on here. And we have 1010, which is the new path, right? So it's kind of like, if you're not sure which way to go, going in the new direction, because guess what? Something's over. It's done. As much as that was like painful, it is part of the whole metamorphosis here that's taking place. It's kind of like, you might be asking yourself, why do I have to keep learning the same lesson over and over? Or why do I have to keep proving I'm strong, or I'm dependable, or I'm lovable, or whatever it might be, Libra, for your particular situation, right? But it's not always about us. It's not always about anything we're going to understand right now. It's kind of like, it's got to be part of it's part of the process, and hopefully it'll make sense, down the road. But to really kind of torment ourselves asking why, or why me, it's not really the best use of the energy here. It looks like there's this energy too I'm getting of dolphins, like playing and sort of, even though you've had to cut corners. I am feeling that, or cut costs, or you can still have fun. Not everything costs money. I am getting that too. What else do we get? Go to the pet store, watch fish. Remember I said I was getting Five of Pentacles? There we are. There we are. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, feeling like you're just kind of out in the cold again. Here we go. It's kind of like, yeah, I tried, and then look what happened. And then, there's sort of this having to pick oneself back up, but you will get there. I mean, even if if we were saying, oh, Ten of Swords, they go from this to, well, at least they're going forward now. They're good. They're on their crutches maybe, but at least they're moving on. At least they're mobile again. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. This is awesome. Queen of Wands, and what's behind it is the Four of Wands. So it's yeah, nothing's going to stop you from having the victory, from having this achievement. It's just, I just feel like you can't celebrate right now for some reason. Maybe it hasn't come in yet. The 1111 card, right? That can have to do with the divine timing. It's bringing me right back to everything happening for a reason. Libra, the days of like trying to fit in and be like everybody else, I feel like those were just a waste of time. And that's done. You've moved on from that. That's part of what you've moved on from. What else? Ace of Swords. There's your clarity, your big breakthrough. I feel like, you will be victorious here. That's triumph. That's the Ace of Triumph. That's winning, So even if it wasn't necessarily what you would wanted, it's going to turn out, it's going to, at the very least, you're going to get a lot more clarity with the truth here. There's a truth that's coming to the surface. The clouds are going to clear, but right now I could feel, and I did say this, I said the energy, things are feeling hazy. I said that a couple weeks ago in your readings. This whole month, it feels like you think you're, things, sorry, I'm going to turn that so you can see better. It's like thinking things are going in one direction, and then, no, speaking of which, we should get some divine direction cards. Thinking you're going one way, and then, no, before you know it, you're going a different way. I mean, this is like things changing with the wind here. What else do we have? The story's not over. The story has not been written. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. There we go. So this is good, because after this chapter closes, there's growth. I mean, there's that clarity, there's growth, there's the path being, and look at how clear the skies are finally. What a beautiful day. Doesn't that look peaceful? What else do we have, please? Oh, yay. King of Wands. King of Wands. Now you have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And as I always say, nothing's going to stop them, right? Nothing stops the Queen of Wands. Nothing stops the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands, this is someone who's very self-assured, confident, a very creative woman or person, whoever, whatever. Male, female, doesn't matter. Okay. I'm just saying, we have a king, we have a queen. This is about confidence, right? Passion. The king, same kind of energy. Because again, it doesn't really, to me in tarot, like, yeah, they do mean there are different things, of course. The energy is definitely different, but it feels like I feel like the queen is just as powerful as the king. I feel like they have similar strengths. The way they come about it, or the way it's displayed, it's different. It's almost like looking at your sun sign versus your ascendant, or your moon sign, like how you move through the world and how you experience it versus like how you show up and how you present to the world. So like, yeah, it's like I said, your sun versus your ascendant sign, maybe, you know? So something along, I don't know why, but that just came to me. So that's pretty cool. And someday I feel like I should do a reading, Libra, about, you know, differences with sun and rising and moon and Venus in regard to Libra in general, and like how we present, depending on where Libra is in our chart. But anyway, so I believe it or not, though, even though these are courageous and bold and inspirational and witty, charming, motivating, I am getting sort of like nightmare energy. Like it's been a nightmare almost. I feel like that's what it feels like. Like the nightmare is over, or it's coming to an end. This nightmare is coming to an end here. Thank goodness. Look at, you have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, following your heart here, right? Following your heart, and I don't know. There's still something that's just not quite sitting right here with me. Got to get to the bottom of this. Tell us more. Oh yeah, we wanted the direction. So tell us about the Knight of Cups, because we know the Knight of Cups, right? You know, okay, follow your heart. You know, there could be a proposal here. Yeah, this is someone who, if it's a person, it could be, you know, Prince or Princess Charming. You know, it could be someone who's very romantic. Someone who, it's like, it's kind of I feel like steady progression towards what you love and continuing with your own creativity too. I am feeling that off this. Well, let's get a divine direction with it. Thoughts. Okay, so interesting. You know, the row starts out with the Ace of Swords, and then you have thoughts. And I always look at this card as like there's basically an Ace of Swords in their mind here, even though I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. But anyway, or a golf tee or tee, I don't know. Keep your thoughts positive, move past the limiting beliefs, shift your energy to raise your vibrations. Okay, so being creative could help. I feel like being by water, something to do with water could help. What else, Libra? Say yes. Great, you know, but I feel like some of you have said yes, or you've been ready to say yes. That's not what it's about. It says take a chance and say yes, yes to the offer, yes to romance, yes, you're ready. It's not often, Libra, that I kind of am like, the cards aren't telling me enough. You know what I mean? It's kind of like almost like a been there, done that. And maybe I'm just picking up on a lot of your energy out there. Like you're like, oh, you know, I've been doing that. I've been trying to keep my thoughts positive. I've been, you know, doing all the things, and it's still, the clouds aren't clearing out, you know, and I get that. I understand that. And I think the energy we're in right now is tough. It's hard. I mean, your first, you know, one of your, not your first card, but I mean, you've got in this row here, starting this first, like clarifying row on top of the original row. It's the Hangman, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Like that's rough stuff. That's not, there's no doubt about it. That's tricky stuff as you're trying to make these big changes. Decisions. Yeah, you're trying to decide, you know, and also if you haven't been, if you weren't, you know, treated fairly or treated well, yeah, there we go with empowerment. It can be tough, or almost like it's like missing a deadline or something like that, or yeah, having the limited belief. So it's like if you're taking too long to decide, it says worries, ego, limiting beliefs in the opinion of others could creep in. So some of you, it's you've made up your mind to just, when the opportunity comes, you're just going to go for it. And yeah, it feels like with this King and Queen of Wands, you're not going to be stopped. But the not all of the parts have aligned yet. We have empowerment here. You got to stay in your power. That's why we're getting Horse, right? And then you have two Knights here, and they have horses in them, right? So this is about also, oh, Libra. Oh my goodness, Libra. Oh, I can't wait to tell you this. Okay, so I put the deck down, not realizing it was face up, and look, as I'm talking about horses, what do we get? A horseshoe. I need to turn this so you can actually see a little more of, you know, because I'm not sure that was on camera. I don't think it was. All right. So anyway, this is about giving yourself permission to practice your power. You're more powerful than you realize. Yeah, not being stopped, right? You are a force. You are a force in the world. There's good luck here. Finally, I mean, it'll be coming in, like luck's on your side. Everything you touch will turn into gold and a masterpiece by following your heart. Okay, it's like having everything you need to follow your heart's desire. Yes. And you may not be feeling though that like luck's been on your side. I get that. I understand that perfectly. Honestly, I understand it. All right, Luck's on your side. What else? Pampering. Take good care of yourself, Libra. Stop, smell the roses, have fun, be around people or animals or things you love, you know. So resting, having a moment of stillness, relax, restore. More advice. There's forgiveness here. Just let it go. I mean, there's something here that has been so heavy. It's been, I mean, it's been quite a burden, quite a burden to bear. This is about letting go of it, though. Release it. Free yourself from it. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. It's so you can have that peace again and welcome that in. You know, we basically we attract what we are, right? To some degree, anyway. All right, what else? Endurance. Keep at it. We're not going to give up. We don't want to give up. And just because we haven't had something in a while that we want to say yes to doesn't mean it's not coming in. It's about not stopping. Keep going. Your persistence will pay off. You're almost there. This is about committing to your dreams here. You've got good luck. Say yes. And you have endurance as well. Okay. So yeah, this is amazing. This is great. I love that. Love the orange on this. Maybe, oh, and that's the second time I've mentioned orange or been cued into orange. So orange, you know, making me think of sacral chakra. So get busy creating, right? Empress was first card out. That's fertility. So fertile time. Okay. All right, what else do we have? I mean, which can mean a lot of different things. I want to get a faith over feelings card. I'm really loving this deck lately. This is by the Reckoning Company, the Reckoning Co. All right, anything else? Just getting that, just wanting stability. The past is a place of reference. It's not a place of residence. You see why I love this deck? That's fabulous. I love that. So the past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. So it's like, yeah, learn from it, but don't spend too much time there, right? Remember we were getting like we don't want to go back necessarily, or maybe you thought about going back and there's something here about not doing that. So it says it's your story. Feel free to hit them with a plot twist whenever you want. Remember I said the story hasn't been written yet? That's right. It's still in the works. Okay. Something is still in the works. Okay. Don't give up yet. All right. Don't give up yet. All right. So what's this one? Oh, okay. This one, bottom of the deck. I had to look. If you where do they come up with this stuff? This is amazing. If you rearrange the letters in depression, you get, I pressed on. Your current situation is not your final destination. That's correct. That is absolutely right. Where you are now is not where you're going to end up. It's not where you're going necessarily, okay? If you've come to this reading and you're like not loving where you are right now necessarily, or you feeling like you need more or want more, right? Yeah, the story isn't written. It's not complete yet. It's not quite finished. All right. The writers out there who finished writing a book or something are like, yes, it is. But okay. Anything else? So I'm getting nickel or nickels, nickel, any variation of nickel, nickels, any of it. I was getting that earlier in the reading too. Or someone was a Nickelback fan, maybe. I don't know. Or is. Anything else? Let's get a Galactic Angel message, because we always do. Just one. Dance like nobody's watching. So find a way to connect with the innocent energy of your soul. As I said, play, let it all out. And numbers wise, you have 1818. That's a sign of great things to come. Again, the story is still being written. So wait for that plot twist. Maybe you're going to create one. You're motivated to achieve more out of life. And let's get an animal card. It'd be funny if it's dolphin. Dolphin came up, or a horse or something. You have deer, uniqueness. So card 25, Libra, heart chakra. You're perfect and beautiful just the way you are. Love and accept yourself fully, and don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be different, right? We talk about that a lot here. All right, Libra, that's what I have for you. If this resonated, if you enjoyed it, if you like my style, subscribe, like the video hype, check out your other videos on the screen here. And thank you so much for being here. Take care.